We're back with the Aviator Club, bitches! Yes, we are. And I know Ross and Maximus have been anxiously awaiting a new episode. And unfortunately, well, no, it's not really an unfortunately. It's not an unfortunately. This is not the cast that was promised to them, because I don't think they know these guys. I know.
They may know me.
They might know him.
They know me.
They probably won't know him.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yes. But don't worry, bros. It's gonna be awesome. Besides, Parker's in brain surgery right now, so he can't do anything. Okay, today, if you didn't tell by the intro, we have Dan. But if you watch the other vlogs, you're gonna know that his name is not Dan. And
No.
Connor.
okay, we weren't sure if he was gonna go with a different name or not for
Yeah.
this. So let's
Previously known as that guy.
let us get this started here. Here we go. Do a quick change. Today we hope we'll be talking about. Okay, I'm gonna stop with that. I did that enough during school. Hit the button. I just needed to do it. Okay, today we're discussing, just like how we premiered with Ross and Maximus, the first episode of the Aviator Club. This is gonna be season 2. This is season 2 of the Aviator Club, even though AMC style, it's like a 6-episode season. Walking Dead. So yes, this is season 2, and today we will be kicking it off with Justice League and Marvel Phase 2. Note, I think all of our glasses are crooked in some way, somehow.
Yeah.
Yours are the best.
Yes.
Yours
I
are the
think
best.
Nice quality aviators here.
Nice quality aviators. Bing. Oh, you can't see me go. You can't see me wink. Or whatever.
Da-da-da.
We did that a lot during school.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Anyway.
Anyway,
So anyway,
let us get started. Oh, by the way, for our new premiere episode, we got special 20-ounce drinks rather than our little 12-ounce cans that we usually have. They already got into theirs.
just put my name as Dylan in the introduction.
Huh?
Just put my name as Dylan in the introduction.
Okay, never mind. We have Dylan here. Change of plans. Dan got kidnapped. All right. So let's get into this. Justice League. What? Justice League. What are you guys thinking? Just real quick thoughts before we actually get into discussion.
Well, I'm not a racist, but I'm hoping that it's kind of like the cartoon version.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the guy is black.
Green Lantern.
Black
Yeah, the
Lantern.
Green Lantern is black.
Guess what?
What?
He's not. I'm pretty sure they've basically all but confirmed
Ah.
that he's coming back.
You know, I'm really surprised that they use Ryan Reynolds in the Green Lantern just because he's done so many movies
Yeah.
that aren't like
He's-
action.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. He's broken the sacred bond, though. He's played a character in a Marvel and DC movie.
Oh.
Yes, and Chris Evans has also broken that bond. He's played 2 people in Marvel,
Mhm.
Human Torch and Captain America. Little movie tidbit there.
Oh.
So yes, I think, I was telling them this earlier, I'm getting slowly more excited for this movie. Yes, after listening to a podcast that was basically all about the Justice League movie. Just gonna say the podcast right now, recommend it, and to you guys too, and to the audience. AMC's for your recommendation, not AMC TV's channel, AMC Theaters for your recommendation. They do one like every week, and it's awesome. But yes, hopefully, okay. They should have, if they knew that they were going to take the Green Lantern that they've already done, and the Superman that they're going to be doing. I'm fine. Never mind. I'm fine with Superman, but I wish they would have pushed Green Lantern off a bit more, made the script a lot better because we all know that sucked. And released it after The Dark Knight Rises, because now The Dark Knight Rises came out during the timeline of these DC Cinematic Universe movies, because these characters are going to be involved in Justice League.
Yeah.
So then it makes it all the more confusing to why Nolan's Batman is not going to be in Justice League.
Yeah, honestly, I really hope that well, actually, I'm not really sure why they have to like reboot Batman, because the original Batman was pretty much like an instant classic. Like when the first 3 movies came out, and you know, if they reboot him, I really hope that they don't make it like a Michael Bay film, like I was telling you guys later.
Wow.
That would ruin Batman in my childhood.
Bad.
It would.
Just
Like
you know,
like what they're doing with Teenage Mutant Ninja
Teenage
Turtles. They're
Mutant Ninja
turning them
Turtles.
into aliens. They're basically ruining.
I know.
I send
that
Michael Bay
franchise.
some hate mail, please.
Yeah.
Just
Do it.
Just spam his inbox.
by the way, I found out about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles through AMC's for your consideration. But so yeah, that's my opinion on that. But what DC's planning on doing basically is they're going opposite of Marvel, besides Man of Steel and Green Lantern.
Doesn't make any sense.
They're
to me.
starting with Justice League and moving backwards into origin stories, and then Justice League 2.
Yeah.
Probably.
Honestly, what I would do is, I know that this puts a lot of pressure on them, but maybe push the movie back later and then do all the movies, because that's basically the priority, is somehow involved.
If you don't know these characters.
Yeah, if you don't know the characters, the movie doesn't make any sense. You know, you have to have
Exactly.
you have
I mean,
to have a story
we
behind
all know the basic story of all of them, but we are not going to be connected in any way, shape, or form.
I mean, if you don't,
these characters.
if you don't read the comics, then you don't have a
you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And plus, Justice League, there's so many superheroes that play significant parts in like some of the comic books.
Yep.
And since there's so many, it's going to be incredibly difficult to make the movies, I think, because you can't just throw in a random character every now and again.
Yeah.
It makes the audience scatterbrained and confused.
Yeah, like when they threw in Hawkeye, I think Hawkeye should have gotten his own individual movie.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
No.
Here we go. Let's get into discussion about this.
Okay.
Hawkeye. My opinion. They made him evil because they didn't know what to write about him.
Yeah.
Because he sucks.
And I completely agree with you on that, because I don't feel like they chose the right guy for Hawkeye. Like.
Yeah.
I hope you're watching this, Aaron.
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner sucked.
So.
Wow, we're gonna get a lot of dislikes.
We are.
So, plenty. Like Hawkeye, I wish they made him more of a likable character, because, I mean, they made kind of this connection between them and Black Widow.
Yeah.
And that it worked, but I didn't really feel any sympathy for Hawkeye. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Because you don't know his story at all.
Yeah.
I think what they could do, maybe, because Captain America 2 is going to be extremely close to S.H.I.E.L.D. And maybe instead of giving... Because if they're not involved with Captain America 2, I guess I could kind of go for a S.H.I.E.L.D. Origins type movie where we explore Budapest. They mentioned that several times in the Avengers with Black Widow and Hawkeye. Have that kind of be like 1.5 hours of the plot, and then maybe explore some origin story of Coulson.
Yeah.
God, I would love to see Coulson back on screen. And Fury.
What I think that they should do is
maybe even, sorry to cut you off, but they're doing like they just released their first short film, Marvel Cinematic Universe short film, that takes place literally the day of the Avengers, and they're like cleaning up New York, and there's like it's called Item 47. There's like some bit of alien tech that was like super important or something. And I think Coulson's in it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's dead by then. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry, spoiler alerts. But if you haven't seen the Avengers by now,
Yeah. Okay, if you have
seriously.
seen the Avengers and you didn't wait through the credits to see the final scene, watch all of the credits.
Watch.
We will not tell you anything.
It
that
is so
happens.
significant
I
to
know.
Phase 2.
It is.
Oh my goodness.
It's insane.
Just where they're gonna leave off.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's their taking off point from that last scene. Well, actually, there's 2 scenes.
What
Right.
I think that
True.
they should do is when they're making their second movies, they should show them all branching off, and then when Avengers 2 comes out,
Yes.
they should make it so that like each movie, the second one,
Mhm.
should
Mhm.
like end where they're all gonna meet back up to set back up for Avengers 2, which I know would delay the time a lot, and I'm anxious for
Yeah.
Avengers 2, but I don't want them to
Definitely.
rush it. Definitely not.
I want to. I want to see what they're gonna do with the movie because, when you got a guy like Loki who's the villain,
Mhm.
it's really hard to top that. So I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I just want to wonder how
I
they're gonna do it.
think they're going to do this. They're going to take the other 6 films or whatever, how many they're doing. I think it's somewhere 5 or 6. They're going to take those films and spread the plot that will sooner or later lead into the main thing for Avengers 2. Kind of like they did with Phase 1. They constantly start talking about this, like Thor's mentioned several times, and then in Thor we really get a look at the Tesseract. I think it's during the end credits scene. And then Captain America, right before, like the last film before the Avengers, that's when we officially know about it. So I think that's what they're going to do, except Loki is going to be replaced with Thanos,
Mhm.
and the Tesseract is going to be the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Because apparently you can see the Infinity Gauntlet in Thor.
Mhm.
Like, it's like right towards the beginning.
Like when I'm really looking forward to Justice League because of how developed they're gonna have to get the movies. Like if they make like multiple sequels, I'd imagine that most of them would start off like all of these superheroes going on like these different
Yeah.
like conquests against other villains,
Mm-hmm.
and then everybody's like, okay, we're all scattered out. We got to go help this guy and this guy and this guy, and then eventually they'll probably just grow it like that. But I don't think a whole movie will be that kind of plot the entire time. But I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
I don't know, because it definitely works as a comic book.
Yeah.
But cinematically wise,
Yeah.
just kind of,
That's
it's nowhere near related to the Hunger Games. But how I felt for the Hunger Games, I felt that we had Mac explain this to me, that because the camera was so shaky all the time, Hunger Games is a first-person novel, so apparently the camera shakiness is supposed to represent
Them
how
actually sprinting, how they view it.
confused Katniss is, but it just, I understand metaphorically and whatever, it doesn't work cinematically though.
No.
And I think that's my answer to that.
I forgot what I was
There are
gonna
just
say.
some things that work
like
on page,
yeah.
but they just can't be done.
Yeah, that's the only reason I don't see that working with all the different adventures that all the other superheroes go on.
Yeah. What I want them to do desperately in Phase 2, at the end of Avengers, we see all the superheroes go their separate ways. I want to resume exactly. Like, I think that's what you were saying. We ended with Tony Stark, Bruce Banner, driving off.
I want them all to go their separate ways. And
Captain America's on his
then-
motorcycle. Thor went back to Asgard, and I think Hawkeye and Black Widow were together. So I just want to see that, because I thought it'd be awesome.
Yeah, but I really hope that they make a like origin story for Hawkeye, but choose a different guy for it.
I don't think they will
Yeah.
choose a different actor, but they should.
Yeah,
But I don't think they will, just so then they can say, yeah, it's more relative throughout the whole universe. Of course, we've already had a cast switch with Rhodes in
Yeah.
Iron Man, but what else?
Justice League.
You don't say. Oh, Justice League and Avengers are going to be sharing basically the same time slot, which is summer 2015. So Avengers 2 versus Justice League, what's going to win?
yeah.
I think Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Avengers 2.
Just
Just
like
because Justice League isn't developed enough to. You know,
it'll be close, and Justice League
Yeah.
will rake in
Definitely.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
But with Avengers, we already have this massive fan base that's now even bigger after the success
Yeah.
of the Avengers.
after all the superhero movies got really big, people started getting into like comic books and digging deep like into the storyline of all the
Yes.
superheroes. So I definitely believe that the Avengers will beat Justice League just because the Justice League isn't as developed as Avengers is.
And I totally agree with that.
Yeah, and Avengers is more like simplistic because there aren't so many heroes in the group.
See, I think, as I said before, a lot of fans established for Phase 1, grown even bigger for Avengers. I forgot. Then we have 6 more movies coming out, and even more people are going to jump on the bandwagon for Avengers 2.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you guys, but I can see Avengers 2 going to the top spot for top grossing of all time, which is right now it's probably like 2.5 billion set by Avatar. Avengers, the first Avengers movie, came desperately close to Titanic, which is second top grossing.
We were talking about this when we were at Target. You'll see that video later.
Yeah.
We were talking about how Titanic
did not need to be released on DVD
again. It's just, I'm pretty sure it's just to remind the whole world that
hey, this happened.
Britain messed up, so America doesn't look so bad. You know.
Thanks, James Cameron.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you guys have heard this, but on Wikipedia, there's this thing where the rights for the first, way back in early 2000s, the rights for Spider-Man were kept bouncing around, and at one point, I can't remember who had it. I think MGM did, and James Cameron was set to direct.
Oh god.
Then there's like this treatment that they have on there for it. It's so bad. It's so awful. Like, he's half man, half spider. There's a Mary Jane Peter Parker sex scene in it. It's just
oh my god,
so terrible.
See, because in the original 3 Spider-Man movies, they get it completely wrong.
There were only 2.
This guy doesn't believe in the third one. He just hated it.
I hated it.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that everybody hated it. It was pretty much like an opera. There was yeah. Oh my god, no one liked that one.
It's kind of like.
But in the 3 Spider-Man movies, they got it completely wrong because originally Peter Parker was in high school, not college.
Yes.
And that's something that frustrated me a lot. And that he didn't make the web shooters, so they didn't really pay attention to detail. I really think they focused a lot on the younger audience when they made the first 2 Spider-Man movies.
No.
We made him stay.
What?
His mom's in the basement.
Probably.
All right, back to this. Does everybody think that's the dumbest idea ever to reboot Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine it in like 20 years.
Yeah.
Or something
like
that.
20 years or something like that.
Because then the guy's gonna be way too old. But like if they do that, they should have Batman mentor the younger Batman and do like
Batman Beyond.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I think you know who's in talks for Batman for Justice League is Armie Hammer. You guys ever heard of him?
No.
Did you see Social Network? Nope. No.
Nope.
Drawing a blank.
Okay, he was in that. Anyway, like I don't know how I picture him in that role, but anyway, so just quick summary. Are we all looking forward to Justice League?
Definitely, absolutely. I can't wait to see who they cast for each of the characters. I can't wait
Especially
to see who they put
the
in
biggest
it.
news, even though it's the Justice League, the biggest news is still gonna be Batman. They're gonna be like, who's the new Batman? See, what I think. Sorry, where are they gonna go with Batman? They've done the cheesy crap comic book version, which I guess they could try and revisit. Campy 60s was the Campy 60s TV series. And then they've got the Dark Knight, which is extremely gritty and evil. And if they do that direction again, they're just going to be like, well, you're just ripping off Nolan.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I really hope they still do the Nolan Batman and not try to change it up. Just because Batman is like the coolest guy in DC. And you can't argue with that.
He is. I mean, he's got like more swag than Superman and the Flash put together.
Who was it? Oh yeah, I got into a discussion with Jack, and I go, I walk in, and he goes, Batman could just beat everybody, and I'm like, I don't know about everybody.
Superman.
And then he just goes,
Yeah.
well, I mean, like, Batman could at least be Thor. And I'm like, first off, let's try and stick to the main universe here.
Yeah.
And two, no, we couldn't. I'm sorry,
He-
Thor would
Yeah,
beat Batman.
Thor could beat Batman.
He would just knock him
but he
upside the
could
head
be-
with his hammer and boom, he's
But
dead.
let's face it, he could beat all of the DC because
Yes.
there's a comic book where Batman, he basically builds weapons so he could, in case
just kill everybody.
yeah, in case they turn on him. Not because
That's
Batman's
smart.
just gonna kill him for the heck of it. He's
Let's see, I don't like you.
Well, I mean, if it
and
was
I
like-
don't like you.
Well, if it was like Bane in Dark Knight
Yeah.
Rises, where he just went into his armory, then Bane now has
yeah,
weapons to kill every member of the Justice League.
exactly. So probably I'd imagine that they'd be in some secret location. I don't know. I skimmed it. I completely regret it now because I don't have that comic book anymore.
Oh.
But another thing, I know I'm getting off a little off topic, but how do you guys feel about the Punisher?
Punisher?
You've never heard of him, have you?
No, I have.
I've heard of him.
I think they've done 2 films. Yeah.
Done too, but they're kind of old.
Yeah, I know. Who was it? Was it John Travolta?
I don't think it was him. But anyway,
I don't know, but he's in talks to be rebooted because
Yeah.
he's another Fox title that's supposed to be rebooted, especially since Fantastic Four was just confirmed.
yeah,
And they gave Marvel gave Fox more time for Fantastic Four, I believe. In return, Marvel now has Daredevil back.
Yeah.
Personally, if it came down to between those two, because Daredevil and Punisher are kind of like they're not the same, but they're that gritty anti-hero
Yeah.
type thing.
they're like
Yeah.
they're the guy who does the dirty work of the villain to be the good guy. Basically, they
Yeah.
get balls deep in what the bad guys do, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah, they're like Punisher, Daredevil, and maybe throw in Wolverine there.
Yeah.
They
But that's kind of
are all kind of like mix any one of those two
Yeah.
with Iron Man, and we get Batman.
pretty much
Um,
because the Batman movies, like, they're not as gritty as the Punisher,
mhm.
but they
Yeah.
do have like that like almost kiddish heroic type thing. But at the same time, I don't know how to explain it, but they leveled it out perfectly with
Yes, I think so. I'm anxious to see with Marvel because after the whole new Marvel Studios thing, Marvel Cinematic Universe, if they incorporate him into this Avengers universe, how are they going to do it? Like,
Exactly.
I don't
I
believe
don't think-
Daredevil's ever been a member of the Avengers.
Yeah, I don't
He-
think
he-
so.
well,
I can see him maybe making
he
a
wasn't-
cameo.
No,
He
I-
was in Marvel Ultimate Alliance at one game. He was a part of it, but I don't think he's ever been an Avenger. No.
Yeah, like I want to see like even if they don't have Spider-Man in the Avengers.
I want Spider-Man.
Yeah, I want him to be.
Yeah.
in it.
I
Everybody
want
wants
him
him
to
to.
be in
Yeah,
it.
everybody wants to
It'd be
Spider-Man.
amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But even if they don't put him in there, I hope that they like in maybe another Spider-Man movie, they have like Shield and like, hey, you want to be part of the Avengers, just like they did with Wolverine, and they just kind of set off, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I'd be fine if Spider-Man wasn't a member of S.H.I.E.L.D., even though S.H.I.E.L.D. kind of,
yeah, like the
owns the Avengers. But I don't even care if he is an Avenger. I want to see him in there. Because I think, and it came out after Avengers, and we know that all the movies, when they come out, is what happens in the timeline, with the exception of Captain America that takes place, before everything. But,
Yeah.
Something
Like-
that's really off topic. Sorry to interrupt
It's
you, Griff. And I could be the only one standing alone on this, but I kind of want them to make the Marvel Ultimate Alliance video game a movie.
no. Here's what I want. They establish Spider-Man as an official part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because who says he can't be a part of it if they
Yeah,
don't own Marvel
absolutely.
Studios?
Yeah.
And it would work perfectly in the timeline, too.
I think Spider-Man.
Yeah, sure. You don't have to market it with, the ultimate collection of Avengers movies that we all know you're going to release at some time. But, which it would still be awesome if they did.
Yeah, fantastic.
One more real quick thing. Put Iron Man back in LA, please. I don't
Yeah.
want him to be in New York. I think it's way too superhero stereotypical.
yeah, it really doesn't work.
Yeah.
No, I like him in LA.
Yeah.
And two, sorry, real quick. Marvel's Civil War. I want that to be a movie. It was like this big, extremely big story arc over all of Marvel Comics. I think back in it was 05 or 06. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But it was awesome. And it included the I believe it was the first public unmasking of Spider-Man, and then he made a deal with the devil, and everybody forgot he was Spider-Man. It was super gay, but it's these just huge events, and Captain America and Iron Man are on different sides and everything, and it would be so awesome.
Yeah, something I'm pretty interested in too is seeing how somehow they can reboot Ghost Rider. Because Nicolas Cage.
Ghost Rider 2 sucked.
I know, it's so bad.
It so
it's so bad.
I didn't see it.
And it's just because Nicolas Cage says yes to every movie.
Yes, he does.
He doesn't say no.
He never
Have
says
you guys
no.
ever heard of Superman Lives?
No.
Scrapped 1998 movie for Superman.
I guess Nicolas Cage.
Had Nicolas Cage cast as Superman.
Oh my god.
And it included the arc where
that'd be
Superman
awful.
died from, Doomsday kills Superman.
But wasn't
Included that arc, and then when he would come back in like a part robotic rainbow Superman suit.
Oh my god.
Dun, 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 dun.
I've got to pull this picture up for
Are
you.
you sure that wasn't just some spoof?
No, it was real. They were going to do it, and then everything else for a Superman movie was
I don't,
scrapped
I don't know.
until
if they
Superman
can
Returns
they
came
still
out.
see us?
Yes, they can still
Okay.
see us.
I have something to say about Batman.
Okay.
Everybody has something to
Please.
say about Batman.
Please make another Batman movie.
There you go.
Don't wait 8
Yeah.
years because I
If
don't want
I
to be
can, all right.
an adult.
Prediction, real quick. I can predict the Batman reboot. Justice League is aiming for 2015. I think they're gonna get right back into Batman
Yeah.
because he's
And, you know,
most important.
Yeah.
I'd say we could see Batman back on screen as late as summer 2018.
Oh.
yeah, but I really,
I want to kill them all.
yeah, but they really need to make like movies for the three main guys of the DC before they do
Yes.
the
Superman,
before they do
Batman.
the Justice League.
Who's the other one?
Well,
Well,
they need to reboot Superman,
truthfully,
obviously,
yeah,
because they didn't
he's coming
incorporate him in the Justice League. Batman, maybe they just. I want them to take the same Batman and turn him into like in the Justice
I
League.
want Joseph Gordon-Levitt to play Batman. I want him to have gone on from
And then
Robin to Batman.
there is
I wouldn't say that it's.
Wonder
I
Woman.
was gonna say Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Because Trinity. You
Yeah.
got those three
You-
people.
The three main people of the Justice League.
Let's
And if they don't do
scroll
that,
down.
then I hate to say it, but
What
screw Justice League if they
the-
don't put
Yes.
Wonder Woman in.
Yes.
Oh
Screw
yeah.
them.
No, I think they'll do it. They'll
They'll-
put Wonder Woman in.
Definitely, but
I
I
think
just
she's gonna suck though.
yeah, I don't want them to do the origin story for Wonder Woman.
I don't
I hope
want.
they do it before 2015.
I don't Wonder Woman. I don't want Wonder Woman to be the cheesy Wonder Woman that
Yeah.
she usually is.
Yeah.
You know, oh, I'm going to fly through the air and throw my whip at you.
Yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
one picture
What?
of it.
What?
Look at that.
Oh my god. Dude, he's
That's
too
not
skinny.
that's not even the
Oh
rainbow
my god,
costume.
Nicolas Cage is too skinny to be
Oh,
Superman.
and it had Tim Burton at one point directing.
Tim Burton.
Yeah, but we all know
Tim
him
Burton.
for he was Batman, the first two Batman movies from the 90s.
Oh my god.
So let's see if they have the full out.
You see, you remember that Batman with Jim Carrey in it?
Yeah, that was
Oh
awful.
my god, that movie
Batman,
was just trash. Or
Batman,
not- that was Superman.
Batman Forever.
Oh,
Sure.
Batman Forever was the one with Jim Carrey.
Okay, so it was Batman. I keep thinking.
Just look at it. Look at this. Look at this crap.
Oh my god.
that was it.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Just so bad.
I am Rainbow Batman.
I am Rainbow Superman. Okay.
Back to Batman.
Real quick,
Oh, go ahead.
because we have to wrap up soon. I want
Okay.
to just get this.
Yeah.
Favorite films for Marvel Phase 2. We're gonna list them real quick.
Mhm.
And then after this, we're gonna have one real quick about Wolverine, because Wolverine's next movie is coming out next year.
Wolverine has to be an Avenger. He was
Yeah.
a part of the original,
Or-
wasn't he?
yeah.
He was an
no,
original.
Not
It
an
wasn't
original, no.
But
Was
The
it?
originals were in the
Yeah.
in the movie,
They
with
came-
the exception of Ant-Man.
And-
know. If I believe he was, I think he was the
Wait, Ant-Man?
Ant-Man.
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 he was as literally what his title is. He could shape.
Oh, he can
could
either
make-
shrink down to the size of an ant or grow extremely big.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Or Giant Man. He's also known as Giant Man.
Yeah. So
Anyway, favorite film of Phase 2. We have Iron Man 3 next year, and that's in May.
but Iron Man 2, I was a little
They-
disappointed with that one. They could have done a lot better with it.
I feel that so far, this is my least favorite part of the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Mhm.
It seems like every villain they do is basically just a bigger, badder version of our hero.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Like in
It's like the
Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 1, literally a
Yeah.
bigger, badder
Yeah.
version.
But like